In terms of our response, I guess our response can be divided into three aspects. There's our bilateral response. Our Foreign Secretary William Hague was the first foreign minister to come and visit Tunisia after the revolution, to show his support and his solidarity at a political level. And then we set up a bilateral program which hadn't really existed before, so that we could focus a number of projects on those specific challenges where we thought we could really add value and make a difference. And so that, for example, included support to the formation of political parties. It was, for example, the support for the work of the Media Commission on establishing a new regulatory framework for the media in a context where free speech was fundamental and the key objective. It included work, for example, on support for the development of new non-governmental organizations, on training, providing English language training, particularly in the context of professional vocational training colleges, preparing young people for the international job market. It included setting up, for example, microfinance projects for young or small entrepreneurs who were trying to establish businesses for the first time. So there was a range of bilateral responses which we thought was important and which we wanted to push forward with as quickly as possible, and we'll continue with that. But then the UK is, of course, also a significant player within the European Union, and the European Union is the most important partner for Tunisia. So the other thing that we're doing is helping try to move forward this relationship between Tunisia and the European Union. Previously, there was a discussion of an advanced status arrangement, which essentially would have meant more contact between European and Tunisian officials and decision makers in all sorts of subjects, but wouldn't necessarily have actually driven forward the fundamental relationship between the two economies, and therefore made a big difference to the Tunisian economy. So now we see a really new opportunity to have something which goes well beyond that advanced status concept, so that we really help the development of equal standards with the European Union and Tunisia, such that Tunisia can progressively integrate into the European common market, which would then make a very big difference to Tunisia's capacity to trade, both in the European Union and then more broadly operating on the basis of starting from a position of alignment with European standards and processes. And then the third area, so there's a bilateral area, there's the European Union, and the third area is, of course, within the International Development Bank context. The UK is a significant shareholder in all of those key international institutions, in the African Development Bank, in the European Investment Bank, and in the World Bank. And those are the institutions that have provided the really substantial support, financial support, for Tunisia in order to get over the short-term difficulties of transition.